Before we get started, let's just get this out of the way. The Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra is a very expensive phone, and I don't think any phone should be this expensive. Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead and talk about this phone and try and ignore that elephant in the room, shall we? Hey there, friends on YouTube. My name is Jason, sometimes known as the JTL. This is Faithfully Honest Tech Zone. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Today we're going to talk about the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, which, yeah, the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra is kind of like, well, I don't know about you, but sometimes I like to watch like Dr. Pimple Popper and those kinds of things on the YouTubes. And while I shouldn't enjoy that, I do. And I kind of feel like I shouldn't enjoy the Note 20 Ultra, but I do. I got this Mystic Bronze color because this is their fancy color that they were hyping this year. So I wanted to see if it really looked as bad as it does in pictures in person. And I would say, yes, it's not a good looking color at all. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. This is like, for me at least, this is kind of like the rose gold of Samsung phones here. And rose gold was better than this. I'll at least give Apple that. Rose gold was better than this. This is kind of like my mom's lipstick in the 1980s, like that sort of bronzy. Yeah. I don't know what they're trying to achieve with this color, but it's not good. Whatever they're doing, it's not good. However, looks aside, the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra 5G is a very good phone. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I did not like the Note 10 Plus last year. I never even tried the Note 10. I was really upset with Samsung and the way that they split the Note into two, and one was cheaper and not as good a phone. I mean, the Note to me is always supposed to be the phone that shows us everything that Samsung's got in their workshop, you know, and their feature flagship phone of the year. Maybe that isn't the case with the Note anymore. Maybe the Note is now not the big boy in the room, and the fold phones are going to be what's really important to Samsung. But the Galaxy Note phones have been huge for many, many years. I remember when they were first coming out and everybody said, oh, nobody's going to buy that. It's a stupid, ugly looking thing. Why would anybody buy that? But the truth of the matter is people really did buy it and have loved it. The things people love, of course, you know, you got the S Pen. You've got the features that the S Pen brings, like writing on the screen as soon as you take it out so you can take a quick note. And then you've also got things like quick select, and you've got the ability to make GIFs. Yes, it is pronounced GIFs. GIFs. You can make GIFs with this thing, as well as a lot of other stuff. The coloring, and there are very useful features that the S Pen brings that no other smartphone has. In terms of the screen, this has 120 hertz at 1080p and then 60 hertz at 1440p. It comes out of the box with the 1080 120 enabled, and then, you know, 1440, you can go up to 1440 if you want. Now, a lot of people are asking, why did Samsung make 1080 and 120 the option instead of 1440 and 120? When other phones that have screens that Samsung makes can do that? And I think the answer is battery. The battery on this phone is 4,500 milliamp hours, which is not a bad size for a battery. However, phones like my LG V60 have 5,000 milliamp hour batteries. And so Samsung, I think, of course, given what happened with the Note 7, Samsung is being a little overly cautious with the battery thing. And I get it, but I do think that maybe they're doing a few things here internally to save the phone from, you know, just being a battery hog. Speaking of hog, this camera attachment, it looks like an attachment. This camera, I don't even know what it is. I can't even call it. This camera cancer that's on the back of the phone has grown since last year. It is gigantic. It takes up almost a quarter of the back of the phone. Okay? That doesn't mean much of anything, except for the fact that it does sort of put the phone off balance when you hold it. And when you put it down on a table, good luck using that S Pen when yeah, it's terrible. I don't know why. Well, I don't know why. But that's what it is. As much as I wanted to dislike this phone, as much as I thought, I want to stick it to Samsung and tell them that $1,300 for a phone like this is just too much money, even though the S20 Ultra was $1,400. So this is a slight bargain. I wanted to stick it to Samsung, and I wanted to say, no way, man, you can't make a phone that's good enough to be $1,300. And that's probably true. However, that doesn't mean that the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra isn't a very good phone. I've been using it now for almost 2 weeks. And at first, I wasn't even going to get one. At first, I was just going to get the Note 20 because nobody else was talking about the Note 20, and I thought some people might want to know something about it. So I was only going to get the Note 20. And then I decided, well, I like the Note 20. Funnily enough, I like the Note 20. So let me see what the Note 20 Ultra brings to the table over and above. Now, in years past, the edges of the screen have been a little too tapered, a little too pointy, and I have complained many times about false touches while holding the phone and trying to do things. My fat fingers just would, sort of hit the screen and create these false touches. And yes, I know there's an app and there's a blah, blah, blah. Yeah. You shouldn't sell a $1,300 phone that has that as a necessary feature, that you have an app that can take that away. But this year, the edges are a little bit more rounded. And there's more surface area to grasp. And even without a case, I really haven't had any problems with false touches. Now, they did put the power button on the right side. They did put the volume rocker on the right side. I don't like that. They put the S Pen over here on the left, which is ridiculous because I'm right-handed, and if I'm trying to get the S Pen out, then it's going to hit me in the heel of my hand there. First world problems. I know, first world problems. But ergonomically, the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra is better than it has been in the past. They now have this flat bottom and top, which I like quite a bit. You got your stereo speakers. There's a speaker down here, and then a speaker in this little ear grill that you can't even really hardly see. It has the Infinity O display. So you've got just that tiny little circle in there that has the front-facing camera. So basically, for all intents and purposes, this becomes a full-screen phone. Like if you have a darker background here, then you don't see that. And yeah, it's pretty darn nice. Performance-wise, everything is exactly as you should expect it would. It has the Snapdragon 865 Plus chip inside here in the US. Everywhere else, it has the Exynos chip that Samsung makes themselves. And many people in the comments of my videos about these phones have told me how much the Exynos chip is the dog's breakfast. And I feel bad for you, but I don't talk to Samsung. What am I supposed to do? I didn't want to like this phone, but yet I do. It's got the Samsung Pay. It's got the reverse wireless charging, so you can put something on the back of it to charge it. That's the stupidest feature in the world, by the way, because if you put something on the back of your phone and then you put it down, you can't use the phone. So this is a glorified $1,300 wireless charging brick. Doesn't make any sense. But people seem to like that feature, so to each their own. By the way, did you notice it's 52 degrees in Iowa City today? 52 degrees is cold. It's fall. It's September. I feel good about it. Should you buy this phone? That's a tough question. When I complain about the price, everybody tells me in the comments of the videos that it doesn't matter because they're trading in this phone or that phone and they're getting this deal or that deal from their carriers or any other kind of thing. So it's not like it really costs that much money. You can get a good deal that way. When I got my Note 20, I traded in a Note 9 that I had gotten for $350 that I got $550 in credit for. So that was a windfall for me. If you can game the system and get a little bit more money than what you paid or what your phone is worth, then maybe it's a good deal. That's really up to you to decide. Camera. I talked about how large it is. I haven't really put the camera through its paces. I got to admit, I'm not really a big smartphone camera guy. I don't really care about the smartphone camera features. I don't go around and take pictures of pretty things with my smartphone unless I'm doing a review like this. And today it's raining, so I'm not going to do that. But it's got 3 giant lenses on it. It's got 3 giant lenses. I think one is 108 megapixels and a 64 megapixel and all these megapixels all over the place. If you want to know more about the cameras, then you can go watch people like my friends Mr. Mobile and Danny Winget and other people cover the crap out of the cameras. And I don't feel like I need to do that because I don't really want to, and those guys do it really well. So at the end of the day, the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra is everything that a Samsung Galaxy Note phone should be. It's easy to use. It's incredibly powerful. It's feature rich. It is all the things that I've always loved about Note phones. Taking away my complaints about the price, I have to say that I've really enjoyed the time that I've had using this phone. There are so many good phones out there this year, and you can get such great values with phones like the LG V60 and the Pixel 4a, as well as, there are just a lot of really good phones out there. Samsung's A71 is actually a really good phone as well, and it's less than half the price of this. You have to really want the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra in order to pay that kind of money, or you really want the flex of it. This is your flex phone. This is your flex phone. This is your phone where you bring it out and it's got the rose gold mystic bronze and people are like, ooh, bling, 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 bling. Beyond all that though, it's really a great phone. So if you get it, you'll be really happy with it. Anyway, thanks so much for being here. Let me know what questions, comments, other kinds of things that you have to say down in the comments below, and we'll have a boisterous discussion. But otherwise, once again, my name is Jason, sometimes known as the JTL. This is Painfully Honest Tech. Tech, so honest, it hurts, just like the cost of... Anyway, you get it. Until the next time, I'm out.